Hey guys, welcome to Daily Bits. Glad you're here. Glad you're stopping by on my way to work. Start the week out. I hope you guys have a good week, by the way. Hopefully all your dreams come true. I just hope you guys have a good week. So anyways, okay. So this is bugging me just a little bit. So sometimes I get some pretty nasty comments. Some, I don't think they mean what they're saying, but some of them I do. But that's normal for being a YouTuber. You put your life out there, people are going to say things. Now, I've had people tell me some horrible things throughout the years. There's one in particular that we stumbled across of, and this wasn't even on my channel, but it was directed towards me. And I'm baffled by it because it was actually on Mrs. Bitt's channel. And basically, you guys know I have mental health issues. Mine is depression. I have bipolar depression, severe. And basically my mood goes from happy to sad. I don't get angry. People see me on YouTube whenever I talk about chili. For the most part, I sound like I'm angry. But just like any YouTuber, you have to add some excitement to the video. That's something I do. Sometimes I get carried away and get a little too heated. But I never get mad at people like to the point where I would want bad things to happen to them. I don't. Some of the family members on my dad's side, they have a temper. Some of them do. Temper just kind of hits, and they're constantly mad. Me, I got the opposite. I kind of favor my mom. We stay to ourselves. We don't really say much to people. And when we're mad, we just bottle it in until one day the wrong person says the wrong thing, and then you explode on them. And I try not to do that. I've never done that to Miss Bits. I would never do that to Miss Bits. But one of the things they said was they kind of compared themselves to me. But saying, I too have severe bipolar depression, but I have homicidal. Now, like I said, I'm not going to give the name because I don't want, there to be any problems. But this actual comment was from 5 months ago. We just now discovered it. So basically they said, that person has bipolar depression, but his is homicidal. And yeah, it's scary, really scary. I have bipolar depression, but mine is just depression and suicidal, not homicidal. Like, I would never in my life hurt somebody. Like, just wouldn't do it. Like, I mean, if we're fighting, obviously you want to win, but I'm talking about hurting somebody I love or killing them. Like, I would never, ever, ever, ever consider something like that. Like, I don't get the thoughts of that. I don't want it. Don't want anything to do with it. You'd be hard pressed for me to kill anything, really. But it was kind of disturbing because, they kind of basically said, hey, I got these problems. He's going to have these problems, and you shouldn't get married to him. You need to think long and hard. Basically saying, hey, don't marry Derek because, he might kill you. That's what I got out of it, pretty much. And I was like, wait a minute, that's fucking terrible. Like, why would somebody say that? I was like, they don't know me. Like, they don't know. And I understand the person did say, I'm not trying to be a troll. And, I don't think it was a troll. I think they was genuinely, concerned. Just due to the fact that they have a similar diagnosis. But, Miss Smith had to come in and be like, hey, he would never hurt anybody. He doesn't have anger issues, and I don't. I don't have anger issues. Whenever I spout online, making videos and being entertaining, I come off as an angry asshole sometimes. But I'm not that way at all. Like, total opposite. Total opposite. You can go back videos from a year or 10 years ago. I'm the same person I was, but I'm more open and more vocal now. Like, I'm just not the same person that I was a long time ago. But I've never in my life, like, even with this diagnosis, I've never, ever wanted to hurt somebody except for myself. If anybody needs to get hurt, I'd rather it be me than anybody else. I just would never do that. Like, it's just blown my mind. Like, man, even though it was 5 months old, like, it still hit me. I'm like, damn, that's terrible. Miss Bits told me not to look at it, and me, being stubborn and curious, I found it and looked at it. It doesn't help that we've had some other stuff that came about. Had a comment on our wedding video, which was recent. They basically said, you should have said single, she's just using you. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, Miss isn't using me at all. Like, I don't understand where that's coming from. I don't know if it's just like people like, and I understand trolling is one, but some people just like take their insecurities out on whoever, and I'm just like, I don't understand. Like, you guys don't know Miss Bits, you guys don't really know me, but just like the internet is, people can actually form their own stuff on whoever they're watching. Like I said, whenever I make chili videos, I consider him as a stupid piece of shit. Does that mean he's a stupid piece of shit? Yeah, it does. But yeah, it just blows my mind. Which Miss Bits would never, like, she would never do that. Like, we love each other. She even said, hey, it's nauseating, and I guess it could be nauseating. I don't know. This is a long video. But I would much rather, like, people attack my weight, which they do, than mentality or Miss Bits. Like, I know that's going to be a part of this. I'm always going to have trolls, but yeah, you're not going to see me copyright striking or anything like that. Like, you say what you want. I'm not going to delete your comment. Just won't do it. Now, I don't know how YouTube moderates. I don't know if YouTube moderates stuff by itself, because I have heard cases where people's like, hey, my comment's gone. Like, well, I didn't do that. And it just disappears. I'm like, well, I fucking didn't do that. I don't think I've ever really deleted any comments at all. I don't block people or anything. Like, if you get on my stream and start being a dickhead, I'm like, okay, you can be a dickhead. I'll just talk to you for a little bit and form your own opinion when you actually talk to me, instead of just looking at me like, oh, what a nerd, which I am. I don't know, this is a long video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Definitely appreciate it. Me and Miss Bits are fine. Nobody's going to be hurting anybody, and I love you guys. I'll see you soon.